Where are you at, fool?
Who's that for?
Ninja.
Yeah, come on, Ninja.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at, dog? Where you at?
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Articulated Ninja here.
See that ninja in the intro? It's serious. Gonna get. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to another hump day. And tonight I'm going to be hanging out with everyone's favorite silent assassin, the articulated ninja himself. We're just gonna have a good time, just have a chit chat. Basically, just shoot the breeze and hang out with everybody in the chat. Talk some dollies, maybe some current events. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. So, yeah, thank you all for being here. And Raymond Sheffield, right off the bat, I want to say you were first. In fact, I saw your comments earlier today when I was preloading some videos and such. But if you post too early, just before the stream goes live, StreamYard kind of resets the chat. So, yes, you were first. I will give you that credit. And my good friend Mikey from JMK Custom Works says, Articulation-con. Yeah, is that what it would be? I don't know. Wednesday. Articulated Ninja and formerly Articulated Chad, but now it's Chad Talk Dolly, dumb shit, stuff, and things. Do you like stuff? I like stuff. Yeah, so thank you all for being here. The Death Skull, channel member for 4 months. Thank you, my friend. Uses his Chad chat and says, Fellowship of the Dollies, assemble. Articulated Fight Club for life. I don't know how that works. Anyway, we're gonna get right into it. Got to do a little housekeeping, either or, before we get into the meat and potatoes of this. Apparently, YouTube is unsubscribing people. I got smashed with several. So if you're here hanging out tonight, I'm going to ask you to hit the like button, because that's a thing. It helps with the algorithm. But in all seriousness, check to make sure that you're still subscribed, please, because people have been getting unsubscribed from channels, and I lost several. And I don't want to lose you gorgeous people. That being said, we are going to drive on. And Kevzilla, if you're in the chat, I really, really, really need to know. Oh, Ryan hit the dislike button. Yeah. Oh, there you are right there. Kevzilla, please. Kevzilla, paging Kevzilla. Send me a private message on Instagram or Facebook. I need it. I need a message from you right now. Oh, Suka's unsubbed. Shut up, man. What's up, Gonzo? Good to see you. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get right into it. So without further ado, you know him, you love him. Everyone's favorite masked man.
What's going on? Can everybody hear me? Is my audio okay? Okay,
I'm great.
cool. I do want to start off by saying you adding the Wii music to you guys in a parking lot was so perfect. It was so good, man.
I appreciate that. It's good for a lot of stuff. I like to use that. Okay, cool. Thank you, Kevzilla. Ken, what's up? We got a lot of good people hanging out. Tony's here. Laser Pants says he can't hear. He's just.
I think he's just, especially in your lives, I think he's the biggest troll in your lives. Like, he trolls all of us, but
right.
I think he trolls you the hardest, to be honest.
And I even put him in like that pre-roll intro because I love
him.
Damn. It's a one-sided relationship.
No loyalty, bro. He ain't got no loyalty.
One-sided relationship, and that's okay. I don't care. Stanley's saying hi to you.
What's going on, Stanley? Yeah, you got a lot of names, man. I commented in the chat. I'm like, you bring out some of the best people, man. There's so many names, too many names to name. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Since he's a bully, right? The more attention you give him, the more he's gonna bully us.
It's funny.
So you gotta stop giving him attention.
That's funny. I like it. I can't hear either. I can hear him. Everybody can hear you. Yeah, I lost a bunch of subs. Now, I mean, not that I necessarily care about sub count, even though I put out that big like pontificating like chest patting post like yeah in your face, and then so now I got to do that thing where it's like, oh, check to make sure you're not unsubscribed. What's up, Lyle? Good to see you, dude.
Yeah, what's going on, Lyle?
So how you been? Haven't seen you since DFW when we all had a lovely dinner together.
Yes, and it was a really lovely dinner. If I didn't have to keep going to the bathroom like 37 times to blow my nose because of my allergies out there, it was definitely an amazing dinner.
I'm gonna put you over here.
And you and the missus, y'all look so nice together.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. It was nice to, be out of town, go to a con, but dress up and go to dinner, with some friends. It was very enjoyable.
Yeah. See, for the most part, all of us missed the dress up memo. You guys were like the best couple in the house because y'all really dressed up. So
Bobby had on a nice button up long sleeve shirt. However, flip flops. Elephant in the room, right?
Right.
Yeah, there it is right there. Bobby put on his Sunday best, flip flops. Sure did. But you know what? Yep. That's totally cool. Yeah, Ryan dressed up too.
He did. Ryan was the best one out of that crew and table because he went extra. I think he even had glasses and he had a belt buckle. He was trying. He was really trying.
Yeah. Stygian, thank you very much. Appreciate that. What have you been up to? Haven't seen you in a minute. I know you made a video and you had a certain community coming at you.
I saw yeah, that was a while ago, but I'm still facing some heat for that one. But I've been chilling, bro. I stayed out of the most recent I guess I'm assuming it was supposed to be a product critiqued video, but it turned more into like a personal attack video. I just stayed out of it. I was like, yeah, these guys are gonna say everything I would say anyway. And tuning into that live, you basically touched on everything and worded everything really well when it came to that subject.
Sounds vaguely familiar, yeah.
Yeah. I commented during the live. I'm like, it was just disappointing to me. That's the biggest thing. It was just disappointing.
Yeah, we're not getting into that, but
yeah.
We're not gonna get into that. TK Storm says, Ninja, your video yesterday was meaningful. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, TK. I appreciate that, man. Because as you guys can see, those videos get the least amount of views, but they get some of the highest engagement in the comments and the likes. But as far as views, you guys know firsthand, if it's not drama or it's not, a curvy thickie, nobody cares. Nobody's gonna click it. Nobody. So I don't make those types of videos worried about the views or at all. I almost wouldn't even put ads in it. I put an ad right in the beginning. I don't put no ad in the middle. But as Chad would know, if you don't place any ads on your YouTube videos, YouTube won't even put you in the suggested. Like they won't push the video at all.
No.
Yeah.
Not even a little. Laser Pants got banned from a Facebook group for being friends with you.
He did. That's accurate.
Yeah, I remember that.
Usually I try to talk shit when it comes to him, but he wasn't lying. He definitely did.
Yeah, I remember.
You know, and they probably thought it was him that was sending me stuff and showing me what was going on, but it wasn't. He wasn't snitching at all.
That is that's some crazy business. Lone Wolf Collectibles, new channel member. I want to say thank you very much. And now I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna try this out just for you, Lone Wolf.
Welcome.
Yeah, that was.
It was going so good before the damn llama started screaming. You even got the perfect audio of her saying welcome. That was good.
I got it. I gotta have it in there. Yeah. I wanted some kind of Thunderdome business, but you gotta chop that up. It's not really applicable because she doesn't say welcome to the Thunderdome. So, Embargo channel member for 4 months, and a wrench and an awesome dude. It wasn't YouTube. I just unsubbed on all 300 of my accounts. Shut up, man. It's not funny.
That was clever.
Yeah. Anyway, GeForce Racing. Ever since I was gifted a membership to Chad's channel, I get dirty looks from old ladies. Yeah.
That sounds accurate.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, people like the goat scream around here. They like the 300 Spartans in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, yeah.
Come here for the goat screams, baby.
The goat scream.
For the goat scream. Masterson 42 checking in. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. And Pericles Dragon Balls just got here. Yeah.
Shout out to Master Son, man. He owes me a photo.
We got two, and we both had the exact same expressions on our faces. So I was like, okay.
See, I got none. I got a dream and hope for next year. But yeah, so hopefully next year we all get to meet up at another convention that hopefully Master Son will be able to make it out to.
Yeah. You know what? I got a thing. You want to see a sneak peek at a thing?
Yeah, I want to see what you're talking about.
Everybody who's hanging out here, all 137 of you, and Ninja.
Let me see.
Boop. So Greg just sent this over today. So this is the banner for the DFW GI Joe show for 2025.
Is that the same time that it was this year, basically, or no?
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is not competing with a certain GI Joe convention in Augusta, Georgia. So there's that.
That's good, man. I mean, like you said, I think you mentioned it on your last stream. Like, the people are the one that loses the most when stuff like that happens. So
yeah, it's definitely the attendees that get screwed. So things got worked out, and we already knew the dates for DFW next year, but this time it's at the DFW Airport Marriott. So the hotel and the event are all in the same 3 feet of space. And we finally got the banner. And because Greg doesn't give a hell, there's a hooded Cobra Commander right there, baby. It's got to have a hooded Cobra Commander. Father Son Galaxy, appreciate both of you. Have a great stream. Good to see you, dude.
Yep. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Sal Sandoval, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Masterson said, I'll be there, and World Made of Cardboard's going to be there, and I'm sorry, apparently my ringer's still on. My bad.
Come on, you got to have a better ringtone than that shit. What was that?
First of all,
what was
that's a text message tone, not my ringtone, okay?
Damn, man.
And
so every time you get a text, it goes off like that?
That's Metal Gear Solid. don't you disrespect Metal Gear.
Nah, man, you gotta have that classic, the Jurassic Park, the radio theme. It was like it was when the phone was in a dinosaur's stomach. That theme. That's come on, man.
Wasn't that that?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. No. You have a mini dinosaur there. You have the little alligator.
I do, yeah.
Right. So it only makes sense.
Our good friend Jeffy, channel member for 4 months and an awesome moderator. he was juggling on that stream with Bobby. He says, much love to the both of you on screen, and remember to like the video or Hal Jordan will go missing, which I guess that's bad.
Yeah, I gave him some credit on that stream. I sent him a nice little DM, I think, and I told him he was doing a great job because that chat was wild. He was trying.
I didn't even see it. I did not. I tried to go back because you can rewatch streams and you see the live chat as it happens, but something about listening to myself, we're
I don't do it. I'm right there with you, bro. I actually have never gone back and rewatched any of my lives because I'm just so critical of everything. I'm like, oh, I sound stupid. I messed up so many times, and so I don't even do it.
Yeah,
I just enjoy the experience to talk to them.
Right, exactly. And sometimes I'll notice like a guest is talking and I'm trying to like juggle the chat and they'll say something and I'll go, stop doing that. Shitty. Don't do that. Thank you, Jeffy. And Robert Diaz, who's responsible for the Mike Honcho diorama, sends a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Robert, and says, making some 112, that's not the Lord scale. I'm going to read it anyway. Making some 1/12 scale pillbox diodes while listening to the two of the most toxic toy tubers around on the internet.
That title sounds accurate. I would not be surprised if that was low key a thing.
Yeah, that sounds accurate, but
actually,
the Lord scale is 118, so
actually,
it's the Lord scale. Thank you for the super chat, Robert Diaz, and thanks for being here, my friend.
Facts.
So, yeah, I'm going to take this off the screen now because everybody's gotten a good old look at it. Remove that so we can see your face a little better. When did you get into like military action lines, G.I. Joe, Action Force? Whatever.
Everybody's going to hate my answer. Everybody's going to hate my answer because it is one of the most... it's one of the most least liked versions of G.I. Joe to ever exist. And I didn't notice until I was proud of it and started to bring it up and people started to come at me. But do you remember that old G.I.? Well, it's not even that old, right? Because I'm in my 30s. But there was a cartoon. It was like G.I. Joe Sigma 6.
Yeah.
And even the action figures, there was no 6-inch scale. But they had like bigger 8 to 9-inch scale figures that came with a case.
Yeah.
They had like amazing accessories, animals, and I think I had Joe figures before then, of course, but I think that Sigma 6 line for me, because of the accessory case that it came with, they released different colored wolves. They released an alligator. Because of the animals that they released, I think that was really where it started for me. But the scale sucked. It didn't even fit in with any of my other Kenner stuff. It fit in with nothing. But I know Sigma 6 gets a lot of hate in the cartoon world, but I really liked it. I really did enjoy Sigma 6. It was the closest thing to anime for me.
Yeah, and that's totally cool. I have several of the mask scale Sigma 6 stuff.
Okay.
The 2.5-inch, the Hiss, I think, is a phenomenal vehicle. Lots of play. I keep looking over at it like it's going to go somewhere, but lots of play features to it. But I never really got into the larger scale Sigma 6 stuff. But I will say the packaging was brilliant because they had that. It was like a plexiglass, almost like
yeah.
I don't want to say the W word, but a little get busy case.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty cool. Will's here. What's up, Will? Good to see you, dude.
What's going on, Will?
Yeah, very cool. What's your main thing? Do you have a main thing that you collect that you like? I mean, I know you collect a lot, but
yeah. If you watch my collection video, I have like a Power Ranger shelf, a Spider-Man shelf. My main thing would have to be at this point in this climate, I should say, in this toy space, not toy community. I don't want to piss you off on your podcast. I don't want to get kicked out. But toy space, look. No, I agree with you with the whole community word, right? But in this toy space right now, with the way everything is going, my main thing would have to be trying to save money. because it's wild, man. The amount of options, the prices, and everything. No, but seriously, I would have to go with I'm really liking a lot of the stuff that SH Figure Arts is putting out, and they're trying to lower their prices on certain items. But depending on how low their prices get, I think it could create a big problem for domestic companies because you get so much. You get all the face plates, the hands, accessories. So, as Gavin would say, perverted. Oh man, it's all right if Gavin says it. I'm cool with Gavin saying it because he's the man. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna go with SH Figure Arts, bro. I'm gonna have to say SH Figure Arts lately has been making some amazing figures.
At least Ninja didn't say he liked G.I. Joe Extreme. You know,
Is
one
that-
thing I will say about G.I. Joe Extreme, and yes, I have one on my desk for this.
What is that?
G.I. Joe
What
Extreme.
is
Doesn't that
that?
look like a generic like Terminator figure?
Yes.
Like Kenner or something?
What
New
is that,
from
man?
Kenner, Terminator. Ugh. Right? It kind of looks like
As soon as you put it up to the screen, I heard that meme, the brother ew. Like, what is that, bro?
yeah, you know, they're 7 POA. They have like a little action gimmick. I don't care for the figures. And this figure is one of the many reminders of the fact that no matter how well G.I. Joe is doing, Hasbro executives will kill it whenever they feel like it.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
That's exactly where this came from.
And look,
in 1994, an executive who worked for Alan Hassenfeld named Ginger Kent had his ear. I'm sure she quantify it with some kind of numbers or whatever, but she got Alan Hassenfeld to kill not only a real American hero before the 95 Battle Corps Rangers line could come out, but she also got him to kill Sergeant Savage. And then they gave G.I. Joe to the Kenner people in Cincinnati who were sitting on their hands doing nothing. So G.I. Joe Extreme is my reminder of that. Anybody can say, oh, well, they sold this or they did that, blah, 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 blah. Don't care. So they'll kill it whenever they want.
Is G.I. Joe Extreme like a thing on your channel?
On my channel?
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't. Okay, if we want to split hairs, I did do a live opening of a very rare Fun School G.I. Joe Battle Hawk, which was supposed to be the G.I. Joe Extreme Tiger Hawk.
Okay.
But
I'm wondering because obviously this wasn't staged. It's not like Robert's or Honcho's comment was staged.
No.
Why did you have that so close? Like you just reached and got it. Why is it sitting next to your mic?
Because he's my reminder. And that being said, whereas the figures are pretty caca, some of the extreme vehicles are really freaking awesome. So, yeah. So he just sits right there.
You know, I posted a whole one of my just mental health videos yesterday, but I have enough reminders of how like effed up the world can be. The fact that you have a reminder of how effed up Hasbro can be at times, just sitting right there, it's like, why?
I do, yeah. I have examples of everything all around me, except for classified, because all my 6-inch stuff is in my game room.
Okay.
And he's just one of them. I mean, I have a Leonard the Core guy here. This is my buddy. This is Steve the intern. He chills right here next to me. So, yeah. So SH Figure Arts, huh? That's your.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with them for now, man. I can't think of any other. I wish Valor was a bigger company because then he already drops products pretty quickly, I would say.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people bringing up the Vanguard in the chat and talking about did they get their Vanguard email today. The collector, he posted earlier in the chat, he said if I was going to get the muddy version, and I do like the muddy version. I think the muddy version comes in second place compared to the pink one. But I think Val is totally underestimating how many people actually want a pink Vanguard. I think he doesn't get it.
It's gonna get ugly. Yeah, that'll get ugly. And so many people now are like, "Well, I don't have a wife. Can I get one for my daughter?" You know,
Right.
people want that stuff.
Yeah, he don't get it.
I don't believe in FOMO. I really don't. At most, I do the JOMO thing, the joy of missing out, because I just chill over here and I'm like, I don't buy a lot of new current toys, so I don't have to worry about pre-orders that sell out and blah 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 blah. I just don't sweat that. But I do appreciate the fact that to a degree, you're starting to see a lot of people with that whole fear of missing out in regard to Action Force.
Yeah.
It speaks
Yeah.
to the strength of the line. So, I do like to see that.
There's no winning though. And I think he's a good example of there's no winning or pleasing people, because even with him doing reissues and stuff like that, people are still complaining and use that as a reason as to why he doesn't care about the fans or this, that. And I'm like, every line has a crazy, has a lot of FOMO pieces, especially Mythic Legions and these other lines, like where on the aftermarket they go for $200 plus. At least Valor tries to do a reissue after some time. At least he, there's tons of times he's like, oh, found this at the warehouse, we're gonna bring it to the show and just get rid of whatever last pieces we haven't. These other companies barely ever do stuff like that, if they do. But I feel like there's no winning when it comes to him. If he has a figure that's highly desirable, or like the Pink Vanguard, if he has something that's highly desirable, if it sells out too fast, he did something wrong. That's always what it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's unfair and he did something wrong.
Oh yeah, and that's that kind of leads into something else that I knew at some point we were going to discuss. The hypocrisy of clicking in toy spaces. You're always going to have the clicks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got these people. Again, you mentioned the live stream that Bobby and I did and why we did the live stream and things like that. But you've always got the people that they'll defend and defend and defend and defend. But as soon as they see one little thing out of a company that they may not like, or a company that's ran by a person that they have some made up personal issue with, because I guarantee most of them never met the guy.
Right.
I don't know. You're a pretty level-headed guy. What do you think about all this clicking in toy communities?
Oh man, that's a deep topic. I think that
Kind of.
I think it also hurts the person that's clicking or sharing, or I think if you're creating the content for clicks, you're automatically going to fail. I've heard people say, hey, if you live by the cheers, you will die by the boos. Very dangerous game to play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you'll see on my, like, if you look at my content, I'll have 1 or 2 videos that'll go 10, 15, 20, 20K. And then I'll drop a mental health video like I did yesterday, and it'll do 1,000. So if I'm living by the cheers, aka the clicks and the views, and whenever you drop a video that's not going to do great in the algorithm for a multitude of reasons, it's never just one reason, but whenever that happens, it's kind of like you're hanging yourself by the judgment of the crowd or the YouTube gods, or it's not healthy at all. And then it's not healthy for the people that watch the videos that are made for clicks or made for attention. Because I said before that you and Bobby was able to do that live stream, and it doesn't matter to me how much the creator of the video claimed that he wasn't looking for views and attention. You were, and there were multiple facets about the video that show that it was about views and attention.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's bad for both sides. It's bad for the creator, and it's bad for the people participating in the comments and engaging with it.
Yeah, it's I guess the only thing that I could say most regularly throughout that whole shit show was it's unfortunate, right? Like it's unfortunate.
That's a good word. I used the word disappointing. You used the word unfortunate. We're all on the same page. Yeah.
Mikey, we were actually kind of talking about both clicks and clicks, but yeah.
Oh yeah. So I didn't even get into the other side of it, which is the second word that Mikey used. I think that's why I didn't do a video on it, because I don't like dogpiling or nothing like that either. But it's funny to me when certain groups or certain people. It's not even like I understand groups like ACBA and their toy photography group, and I can get that to a sense. But then when you have a clique or a group of people that are known to just defend the billion-dollar company that could care less about them, that's strange to me, because it's like all these guys, the main thing they agree on is defending Hasbro. Like Hasbro needs someone to defend them. And it's weird to me. I'm like, this is what brings you guys together. Like, this is what your commonality is the fact that you're upset when anybody gets upset at the company putting out toys that you like. It's very strange. Like, and even though obviously clearly, because we have a pre-established friendship or some type of association or relationship with Vala as a person, we know him as a person. That doesn't mean if he does something totally shitty tomorrow, we're not going to hold him accountable. We're going to 100% hold him accountable if he does something shitty tomorrow. But in those other toy cliques or toy groups, it's just like they don't hold each other accountable. Like, they don't hold each other accountable at all, whether it's the company or whether it's their friend. They don't hold each other throughout their entire experience. To be honest, the only person I actually felt bad for was Krusty Old Crow. That's the only person, because it seemed like he was just trying to dull the flames, and he was on damage control because, you know, he does care about his friend, and I understand that 100%.
Right.
But I felt bad for him because I'm like, dude, if this it sucks it had to get there, but he was trying to hold his friend to some type of level of accountability. And in a lot of spaces in this toy space, these guys don't do that for each other. Like, they don't hold each other accountable or nothing.
Yeah, it's a weird world that we live in these days, because, you know, there's that whole thing where, like, your integrity is the only currency that you really have anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so many people are quick to disregard their own integrity for, you know, clicking up with other people, as in, like, you know, groups, cliques, or trying to get clicks where, you know, we're just creating bullshit, you know, drama where there is no drama, because that's one of the things that sucks about social media is, you know, just like your men's mental health videos, I could post something about my dogs.
Yeah, nobody's
You know?
gonna care. Yep.
But I post some bullshit that's just
Right.
like, ah.
Right.
It's all based on, you know, consensus or conflict. It's like one or the other. Because if you don't have consensus, you have conflict. And if you don't have conflict, you have consensus. So it's like it's completely just clashing against each other all the time. And I don't like it. I really don't like it. The Titan says tribalism is base human nature. That's true. Folks need to raise their aim a little higher and pick their tribe more carefully.
Yes, I agree with that. That's well worded. Well worded, Titan.
Yeah. And then there's a really awesome comment about Michael, and the chat's moving quick, and I'm sorry.
It's all right. Take your time. Take your time. Find it.
Here it is.
Oh.
But please go ahead with what you're going to say.
Oh, no. Let's get to this first.
So yeah, Robert Diaz says Michael French might be the most man. I think there was supposed to be a word in there on YouTube. He just makes the videos he wants to make. I agree.
Yeah. And I think it's pretty difficult because is he basically a full-time YouTuber? Like, he's full-time. Now that's challenging, man, because I mean, I'm trying to work my way up to that point too, but it's difficult for him. And I could say this, having conversations with him and for myself, it's difficult when you're trying to have that integrity for yourself, but you also don't want your videos to do the worst in the algorithm. Right. So you also, like you said, you don't want to intentionally, like, I know I want to make a, speaking of SH Figure Arts, I got a Chainsaw Man action figure, but he comes with this cute little dog, this little chainsaw dog. And I love this little guy. He has changeable faceplates. How good would a video actually do on this guy? Come on, man. Like, so it's like you have to find this balance between staying true to yourself and giving the people what they want.
Yeah.
Because if you step over to giving the people what they want or YouTube what they want, you lose yourself. So you got to be like extremely careful. You lose yourself, you start to struggle in the self-awareness realm, and then you start calling yourself the bad guy and all this other weird shit. Like it quickly tumbles down a hill of nothing positive. But the previous comment that you brought up, I thought it was good because I think it is about just people wanting to find friends and groups that they fit into. And whether we call it tribalism or we call it, a lot of these guys, even the guys I don't agree with that love to defend Hasbro, I think they just want to feel like they're a part of something, but they never take a step back and ask themselves, is what I'm a part of okay?
Yeah.
Is there integrity in what I'm a part of? Do we hold each other accountable? I feel like we do that for each other over here. But when I look at a lot of those other toy spaces, it's just like that tribalism kicks in hard and they're just like, oh no, I got to defend it because I have to defend it. Not should I be defending this?
Right.
Is it right to defend this? And no, I just have to defend this thing or this person. It's crazy.
Yeah, you get stuck in these loops. Like even so many people where they've been vocal. I don't like Cobra Law. I hate Cobra Law. You know, Globulus, Nemesis Immortal, Enforcer, whatever you want to call him. Blah 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 blah. Totally hate Cobra Law. It's the worst part of the '87 GI Joe movie. But then that once was a man Cobra Commander. We're all trying to like jump over other people's grandmothers to get that figure. Like,
Yeah.
You're a little too conditioned. And I would never pick on somebody for wanting a figure. I mean, I will point out like, hey, weren't you crapping on Cobra Law for years? And now you have to have that figure? Like maybe you might want to like contemplate your navel for a minute and do a little soul searching because I think you're just stuck in this. I gotta buy it. Like the new shiny thing, but you really don't. Like if you don't like Cobra Law, don't buy the figure.
I try, especially we're on your stream. I'm trying not to say nothing too controversial.
I don't give a shit.
Look, when you're talking about this, I gotta buy it. I think the best example of that, and I don't have an issue with the company. I like the company. I think they put out great stuff. When Mezco started to release action figures with cockroach heads and like just these weird obscure figures, whether it's their logo, their mascot, whatever.
Right.
And people were acting like they absolutely needed to have it. Oh, this cockroach head comes in gold. This one comes in silver. I just sat back and I'm like, it seems like to me people just want to have the newest thing, even if they have no attachment to it. Because you talk about words like nostalgia and things like that on your channel all the time. And it's like, but I feel like there is a group of collectors that they don't even really care like that. They just want to be able to say that they have it. They have it sitting in a closet somewhere, sitting in a pile somewhere. Right. And it's wild to me because I'm like, well, even financially, I try to stay on a tight budget with things. But let's say I had total financial freedom. I don't think it would make me feel good to have the cockroach figure just because it's the new thing out. Like right. I don't want to do that. Yeah. But I think Mezco was a good example of people just wanting to have something. Yeah. That's not to say their stuff isn't good. I think their stuff is great. You know, they have a lot of IPs, DC, Marvel, and that they do great jobs with. But when they were doing that stuff and they're like, oh, here's a figure with a skull head. Here's a figure with a cockroach head. And the prices on these things were crazy. Right. The accessories are great because it's Mezco. But I was watching people, like you said, like Black Friday trample each other to try to get these things. And I'm like, why? Yeah. Why? It's not nostalgia because this is something just random. So it's not nostalgia. It's literally just to say that you have it.
I always kind of look at the why of things, and you know, with Facebook, especially toy groups, like we could talk hours on just toy groups, right? Mm-hmm. And Instagram, people get motivated a lot by, I want to be the first one to get it. You know, I want to be the first kid in my neighborhood to have that dolly. And then they post it up and they get the likes and the dopamine rush and all that stuff. And I think a lot of that is just sort of tied together where people want the thing just so they can hold up the thing and take a picture of the thing, put it on their Instagram, and then stick it somewhere where they never see it or whatever they do with it. I mean, who cares? I don't care what you do with it. But your message has always been, you know, the whole life is short thing, you know, mm-hmm. Have fun, life is short. And mine's always been kind of like what you like. I don't care what you like, but
right.
Speaking of like cliques and the whole tribalism, I'm very much a like what you like person, but at the same time, I'm also staunchly just don't bring it on my porch, because that's my invisible line of death. Like if you come on my porch and say like, well, you don't collect this, so blah, 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 blah. It's like, look, I didn't come to your corner of whatever social media to talk smack to you. Like just go. And I didn't take this off the screen yet because I wanted to add to this. First of all, you were talking about you're trying to get to the point of being a full-time YouTuber, and I laughed because in my mind, since I'm retired and all I really do is YouTube, I'm like, well, I guess by default,
Yeah, you are. You basically are. Like,
I am.
You basically
but I'm
are.
not, you know,
Right,
I'm not
right.
at the same
But
time.
that's what I'm saying. He meant to say honest man. Michael French might be the most honest man on YouTube, guys. But it's such a tough line and I'm sure it's tough for Michael, and I'm like, man, like he's putting out content, but if he puts out something and let's say multiple videos do absolutely horrible, that has to affect something in some type of way, because this is his full-time job. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I watch him. It's kind of like I watch him on a tightrope, and he does such a good job at being honest and doing what he wants to do, but doing it in such a logical, presentable, entertaining way that it still engages his audience. That's tough, man. Like,
And this I left this up here because of the second part. Michael just makes the videos he wants to make. That's one of the first things that he told me. Just and I've always emulated it to people who are like, hey Chad, I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. Do you have any suggestions? Make what you want to make, right? Because when you're genuine and you're sincere, it comes through. Like when you're full of shit, when you're just chasing like engagement farming. Remember the whole
people, people
Like,
could pick
everybody
that shit up.
spams?
People are gonna pick that shit up, bro. Like, there's
yeah.
you might trick a few people. You might trick a few people being disingenuous or, but for the most part, people are gonna pick up on the bullshit. So if they have more than enough evidence to prove that you're full of shit, your channel's never gonna be successful.
Yeah, you cannot bullshit a bullshitter. So if someone's just putting out a video because it's like, oh, this is the new thing, like, hey, everybody's shitting on that new Star Wars game, and I'm gonna make a video shitting on the new Star Wars game. I don't talk about Star Wars games.
Right.
You know what I mean? People are just gonna pick that up. Oh, Impossible Pie, what's up, dude? Good to see you.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, and then Robert's Infinite Realm says, I find retro blasting to be the gold standard of YouTube.
He is. Yeah, he's definitely up there for me.
Mikey had a good comment. He said, I think a lot of this is a squeakiest wheel scenario, also known as the outspoken minority. I honestly believe the vast majority, and I mean vast, is silent. I would agree. When I left a lot of toy groups, I didn't announce it. There's all those people like, I'm leaving.
Yeah. They put on the big fireworks and everything on their exit and everything. It's hilarious. They send you like a huge 3-page paragraph, and then at the bottom they say, I'm unsubscribing now.
Take a bow, son.
Right.
Yeah. But I agree with Mikey. I think that the vast majority of people, when they're done with the thing, they're just done with it. They don't grandstand it. They don't announce it. If they do, it's conversational, like in the chats, in live streams or on videos. Like,
right.
Yeah, because somebody commented earlier and I flashed it on the screen. Like, I'm kind of done with new stuff. I'm going back to vintage.
Right.
That's not grandstanding. That's not like picking up your keyboard like, oh, I am leaving. But
I think it's I think another big thing too is it's crazy to me how many people watch videos or content that they supposedly don't like. Whether they don't like the creator, they don't like the product, whatever it is. I sit back and I'm like, wow, I never watch YouTube videos of someone that I actually don't like. Like what I say, life is short. My time is so limited. I don't know if you remember, there was a movie called In Time with Justin Timberlake. He had the time on his wrist.
Yep.
And I sit back every day and I really do. Yeah. And I see the numbers on my wrist and I'm like, okay, so I have 2 hours today to relax, maybe play the video game or watch something on YouTube. What am I going to give those 2 hours to? Why would
Tony's
I watch?
Vanguard video.
Come on, man. Why would I watch a 20-minute video or 15, 30 by someone that I claim not to like or someone that I just don't engage?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Or-
why just don't engage, don't participate, don't watch. That's the best thing you could do for things you don't like.
Yeah.
Don't buy it and don't watch it.
If it's not your wheelhouse, if that person's not your flavor, just
Right. It's
do
it's
it-
so
do it, make
strange
you
to
happy,
me.
But if you're like hate watching, that's crazy.
No, yo, see, hate watching, you're gonna turn that into a thing.
Oh, yeah.
But
The other thing is, you don't even watch it. You just go to the video to leave a shitty comment.
yeah. We see that all the time.
Comment is so ridiculous that you know they didn't watch it.
Yeah. And it's just so weird, man. And I think to myself, in what mental state do you need to be in to leave a mean comment on someone's video that you don't like, or, you know, especially if you didn't even watch the video? What type of mental state do you need to be in to do something like that? So weird.
Okay, she's gonna come say hi to you.
She does, like, look, she's so gentle with everything compared to the other one. Like, it looks like she tries to be graceful and nice. Then the alligator comes along.
The other one's under her, like looking up. Yeah, babe, you gonna come say hi to Ninja? The ma'am's gonna come say hi to you.
Okay.
You've
Then
been warned.
I'm gonna snitch.
Snitch on what?
Wait till she comes. So whenever she shows up, you'll see what I'm gonna snitch about.
Do it. Hey, did you watch Tony's Vanguard video?
No, I didn't. I saved it to my watch later list. I saw it right before I got on to do this with you. I was like, God damn it, he posted it today already.
Yeah,
I gotta check it out.
I was like double checking all my P's and Q's, and I saw that he had put it in 3 POA, so I watched it before. Yeah, you gotta watch it. So. Let me get some housekeeping real quick. Kevzilla67 member for 4 months, and hopefully you sent me a message because I need your address, my friend. Says never go full live stream. Nothing but love for this fellowship. Thank you, Kevzilla. Thank you for being here. Patriot Force USA, new channel member. That's what I'm talking about. So this is Ryan from Patriot Force. He's a really awesome guy.
Okay.
Hi, how are
Hey,
you?
what's going on?
It's been a while. How are
So
you?
right, it has been a while, but I was quickly talking to him right before the stream started, and I brought up your amazing badass driving skills because you got us from the restaurant to the hotel in like 60 seconds.
I did. That's right.
So he's lucky to have a female driver that can literally be in the next Fast and the Furious movie. You're awesome
Right.
at that, man.
She won't let me drive.
Why not? What did you do?
I just do all the driving.
Unless we're like road tripping it, then we.
Okay. All right. But that's good. I mean, I don't drive like that either. That's good that you basically have one of the most competent, fastest drivers around.
Got a good Uber.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
And not everybody gets to kiss their Uber and have a good time with them later at night. So you're lucky, bro.
Yeah, watching shows about ghosts and stuff. That's what we do.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
She said bye. JMac, member for 4 months. He always going to have to deal with 12 Angry Men. Oh, he always. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, JMac. Appreciate it. Thanks again for your channel membership. Biff Jocko, member for 4 months, says hello. Popped in to say hello and have a good show. We'll catch the replay. Thanks, buddy. Replay squad's important. I'm a big fan of supporting the replay squad because if you don't have a replay squad, your stuff only ever gets like
right. Whoever's there.
views. That's it.
Yep.
Jason Evangelista, another awesome channel member, says can't stand clicks, but you guys are okay in my book. Appreciate it, my friend.
Right. Thank you.
And Matt Rubin says, gotta leave Facebook groups via airport announcement. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord splits you. Yeah. Matt
Airport announcement is a good way to word it. That's good.
Yeah, that really is. Look who's here. Mython, $5 super chat. Thank you, Mython. Says, Just popping in for a second on my break at work to say hi to everybody in the chat and two of my favorite fellas on YouTube. One love. Thanks, brother.
Facts. I hope you're doing okay, man.
It was fun hanging out with him at DFW. It was fun hanging out with everybody at DFW.
Right.
Especially
I
all
feel
you
like,
knuckleheads that I hadn't seen for like a year.
yeah, but I felt bad, man, because your time was so tied up. You were always on the go. There was very rare and few times that I actually saw you. I saw you with Master Son on the floor, but there were very few times that I saw you stand still for a while. You had everything with your brother going on, so you were in and out, back and forth, and so it sucked, man, because I know you didn't get to hang out as much as you would have liked to.
Yeah, and it was also like our anniversary and the
Oh,
first
yes,
time the
yes.
Mam and I, right? Remember that? It was also the first time the Mam and I have been able to like break away from, I can't say careers plural, but one career. But you know, the dogs, the kid, the this, the that.
I was gonna say, I was gonna bring up the kids and everything. Yeah, y'all finally got to sit down at a dinner table and just be you guys. You didn't
that
have to
was so
parent
nice.
nobody. You didn't- Oh no. You had to parent. You had to parent. Laser Pants and Jordan going back and forth. You still had to parent them fighting.
Yeah, but you had to sit in the middle of them.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a great dinner. It was very enjoyable to just decompress with everybody and have fun. So,
Yeah.
Chris from Cutthroat Comics sends a $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Chris, and says just wanted to say hi to Articulated Ninja.
What's going on, man? I always like that name, Cutthroat Comics.
That's a good, yeah.
Yeah, that's clever, man.
Yeah, I really, really like it. Here's a question for you from Greg. Ninja, are you traveling to Mohegan Sun for Terrificon this weekend?
You know, I really plan to, and I was excited because Yojo Jerk was gonna go too. I'm not sure if he's still gonna be able to make it. I don't think so. I'll let him, if he is, he'll announce it or not. But I know I'm not gonna make it because I seen Zakanin and a few people saying like, you know, what are people doing for hotels? I didn't think it was gonna be this extreme, bro. Look, listen to this. So I looked up the hotel prices in the area. Just it's on the East Coast, so I'm like, I don't even need to stay in a hotel, but I don't want to be rushed, you know. So I'm like, even if I just do one night, just one night, so I don't have to rush and drive back home. Dude, every hotel that I seen was $200 or more for one night. Listen, and then I looked up the price of the convention, right? And it was basically $40 or $50 admission. And I'm like, wait a minute. So then me and the girls, and you're talking about over $100 just for us to walk around. I didn't even buy anything yet. And it's $100 just to walk around. That don't include gas, tolls, like I said. And just, I was like, I think I'm just going to save it. And for another convention, I'll just save those funds. So I don't think I'm going to be going to Terrificon. And I wanted to go because Laser Pants is going. I think he said Gavin's going to be there Saturday. But hopefully I can meet up with the guys after the convention or something. But to pay that amount of money to just walk the floor, that's wild to me. Everybody has their, I'm not pocket watching anybody. Everybody has their own thing. But to me, to pay over $100 for me and the ladies to just walk the floor it's too much. Like, I'm like, nah, man, that's kind of crazy. And it sucks because I wanted to go.
Yeah. And you know, and I was going to ask you what your next con is. So not Terrificon.
Yeah.
What do you think about Joe Lana?
I think it's cool. I hear that's one of the biggest over there, right? If not the biggest. Joe Lana?
Lana's kind of small.
Yeah?
It's kind of
I thought it was some people talk about it like it's one of the biggest.
Yeah, but you know, I think that's that clicky thing. Like,
okay.
I only go to Joe Lana. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going.
Okay. When is that?
September.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush to either have to get back on a plane. Not because I hate planes. I like planes. They're fine. They're relaxing to me. But I'm not in a rush to have to pack up, get on a plane, or to have to drive 15 hours or whatever the case is. Because I also have to deal with the missus and her being sad because we're leaving one of the fur babies home.
Yeah.
And even if the fur baby stays with the grandmother, it don't matter. She's still sad. She's still thinking about him every day. Like,
No,
it sucks.
I totally get that.
It sucks.
Isn't Keanu Reeves going to be there?
That's supposed to that's supposed to get me.
I'll go hang out with Keanu Reeves. He's supposed to be
No, I'm
nice.
sure
More
Terrificon
chill guy.
supposedly when I looked it up is pretty big, so I'm sure there's gonna be quite a few big names there at Terrificon.
Awesome.
Ryan
Titan-
being the biggest. Laser Pants is gonna be the biggest
yeah,
name.
yeah, Laser Pants.
Definitely
Or,
for sure.
Glob Shillman.
Yep.
Maybe Glob
Yeah.
Shillman. The Titan says DFW was awesome. So many great people in one place. I had a freaking blast there.
It
I had
was,
a
man.
great time. Speaking of clicks, right? There was none of that frat house kind of feel. You didn't have just a bunch of drunks everywhere.
Why you had to say it like that? A bunch of
Come on.
drunks everywhere.
Joe Fest? Whoa,
Yeah, yeah,
drunks everywhere.
yeah. Joe
don't
Fest
think-
had like drunk cliques in different corners of the room.
All staring each other down. It
Right.
sucks. It sucks. And I'm not saying Joe Fest sucks. I'm saying that sucks.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Joe-
that part of it.
Joe
Yeah.
Fest can eat my ass from now on. So whatever. Laser Pants says Jordan is a bully, and everyone needs to cancel Jordan.
I don't think that's true. I don't believe that.
Isn't he flying out tonight? Ryan's flying out tonight.
It's tonight. It wouldn't make sense. He got
He's
look.
not on
Yeah,
after me.
yeah. He has to leave tonight if the show's. Yeah, the show's in 48 hours basically.
But a
Look
half
at him
hour
being Mr. International, getting flown out. Who the fuck does he think he is?
He's Laser Pants good.
Yeah, man. Obviously.
Awesome. There were a couple others. Oh man, this thing is it's flying.
Yo, I give you so much credit, and this is why I try to have the missus help me when she can, but it's hard to keep up with the chat, man.
Yeah. Jesse from JLS Comics, who is a super awesome dude with a rad channel, says Chad needs a driver so he can car rant effectively. I did do a car rant once
That-
while I was being driven around.
That's cool. Yeah, you definitely got to bring that back.
I did. Brian Stevenson says, I tried with Classified, but the nostalgia isn't enough compared to 82 to 94. You gotta do what speaks to you. There are so many opportunities where I'm just wide open to shit on it, but I don't want to shit on it. You know what I mean? It's just it's not my thing. Whatever.
You said wide open. You said wide open to shit on it. I think you get so many opportunities because Hasbro gives you easy slam dunks to shit on it.
They do. They really do. And it's not just Classified. Like I'm honest about it, going all the way back to, the early 90s when they would do the card art and the artwork that's on the card doesn't match the figure, or the paint apps don't match the card art. And that was all the time. And then even when they came out with that Walmart retro line, they got version 2 Snake Eyes and a version 1 Snake Eyes card. And, I was vocal about all that. It's not just I crap on Classified. It's like, just like you were saying with the boos and the cheers, there's another phrase where it's, I'm going to paraphrase it because I'm probably going to screw it up, but it's kind of like, we give the boos because we want the cheers. Like we want them to be better. So we're vocal about the stuff that's, backwards blast effects. Come on.
No, man, let it go. Like, you got to defend them no matter what, man. You know, it makes me laugh because I'm noticing it now. I mean, I've always noticed, your skin complexion, my skin complexion's a few shades darker. But then I'm kind of getting this weird yin and yang effect right now because I'm looking at your background versus my background. Look at your nice white shells. Everything's dark over here, and like we really, it's crazy to me how similar we are with our viewpoints and our thoughts on certain things. But everything that we're projecting outward is total opposite of each other. From what we collect, the scale, everything.
You do work in the shadows, so it's very fit. No, that's that is absolutely true.
When I was gonna say, speaking of your scale, I wanted to say I like a lot of these designs that Haya is doing for their these designs. That Viper the redesigned helmet and everything. It's just like those guys clearly get the assignment. Like
Yeah.
they're not just literally rehashing something to be a little bit taller. They're changing and making these really nice modern designs. It just looks so good, man.
No, I absolutely agree with you. Some people that get me know that they can just poke me a little bit, right? They're just going to be like, "Oh, Chad made a post here. Let me." All I need is that nudge, and then I'm like, "Fuck!" Right? But I posted the thing of the Viper, and somebody, as like a tongue-in-cheek joke, but also a poke at me, said something about Lenny's original designs for Classified, and I was like, boom! I was like, Lenny's is freaking. So the whole thing with Haya, it's a shit show. Like, I got the Snake Eyes and the Storm Shadow, the only two out of the, I want to say 6 that I've pre-ordered that actually showed up.
Okay.
You're unable to get them from Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, places like that, because of Haya's deal with Hasbro is they can't sell them in Western markets. So they can only sell in Asian markets, which means any American company that gets them has to get them from an Asian distributor, and then that's kind of a buyer beware, like cross your fingers and hope it actually shows up. And I really want to like them. I don't like a lot of Haya's construction. I don't like the way that the hand doesn't peg into the wrist. The wrist technically pegs to the hand. So it's reversed, and I wasn't really thrilled with the Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, but the designs, agreed. The designs are fantastic.
Right. I'm just
Some of
speaking on
them
how
are
the
the
designs
original.
look on the outside. Yeah. They look nice, man.
Yeah. Some of them are the original Classified designs, like that Storm Shadow. Absolutely. Has the Batman bladed gauntlets, the Bane mask, the full sleeve tattoo. That was right out of the original Classified design for him, which I think they should have just sacked up and done it. But most of the other designs, the Viper, Cobra Commander, the Crimson Guard, Major Blood, most of those are done by a guy called Apro Studios.
Okay.
So he does those designs, and I think they're freaking awesome. I don't know. It's just they're too hard to get. I don't care about the price, because if I want something, the price doesn't matter. And that kind of goes for any of us. Like if you can justify getting a Mezco figure, I can justify getting, a $25 4-inch figure.
Once again, Mezco is a good example of price doesn't matter.
And I wasn't even meaning like you. I just meant generalized.
Yeah.
It's just kind of one of those things. I will say, however, and I'm going to throw this back up. Greg did put the Haya Major Blood on this, and he said just to be an asshole. So that is the Haya 4-inch Major Blood right there. Speaking of which, GeForce Racing says Joe Lana is at a new venue, 20,000 square foot sales floor. Okay.
Hey.
I did know that they were at a new venue. I wasn't tracking that. That's pretty rad. I am down. Did you see Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yes.
Thoughts?
I thought it was good for a Deadpool movie. Like I've heard people complain and say, "Oh, there was no story." You're going to watch a Deadpool movie to see a good story?
You're not watching The Notebook, man.
Right. Like, what type of Inception, or like what type of writing are you expecting from Ryan Reynolds dressed up as Deadpool? Like, I thought it was good. I wish they would have did a little bit more to really change the Marvel universe. I guess that's the best way to word it. I feel like there's so many scenes, like little things they could have did to really, I don't want to say reverse, but to change things in the Marvel MCU. Maybe they could have prevented this whole Robert Downey Jr. being Doctor Doom thing. Like, Deadpool could have prevented that bullshit.
That's gonna be its own okie doke moment. We all know that's coming, right? You're just gonna get okie doked, and people are gonna go, "Didn't see that coming." there were a few things in Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm like, okay, so he's from the Fox X-Men universe, but they don't have the Fox X-Men Colossus. And even Deadpool cracks jokes at that in the first Deadpool. And in the second one, you see the Fox X-Men. But in the third one, he's in the 616 universe before the events of Avengers Endgame. And like, I get headaches trying to figure out, well, how did he get to the 616 universe without the TVA?
You just gave me a headache trying to break all that shit down.
Right, because
That-
the dial
what is-
from Cable is just about time. It's not time and space. It's not moving universes. And I'm like, that's why I don't like multiverses. They're such a friggin' cop out. But at least we got to see all the different Wolverines.
All right. So I'm sure there's some science out there that backs up the idea or the possibility. I'm sure that multiverses are a thing.
Yeah, string theory, and then there's that whole theory that universes are bubbles.
Right. So I'm not saying whether I say yeah, definitely it is or it's not. Hey, it's a possibility, right? With that being said, do you know that there's probably a multiverse where you do nothing but defend Hasbro? I'm just saying. Look, look. Let's say this is Earth 1, and every Earth 2, 3, 4. The further you get from 1, the more opposite it is from 1. So Earth 2, Chad, he's probably still similar to you. Maybe a little bit cooler. Maybe he kept the name articulated. Maybe he's a little bit cooler, right?
You know,
look.
I was sure you were gonna fucking drag that out of the closet tonight. Good job, proud of you.
Look, so maybe he isn't, but Earth 5, Chad, very different, man. Maybe he says his pronouns before the live starts. Maybe, you don't know. Like, it's so fascinating to me. That's why I like the multiverse stuff.
Yeah. So Crisis on Infinite Chads. Yeah, I'll work that out. Will you do me a favor? Will you read this in your smooth dulcet tone?
Give me a minute, because I got to make sure he didn't say no bullshit, because it is this guy.
No,
so Laserpants says, internationally known as the keyboard elf, can't keep a catalog up on his shelf. You know I splash on the beats like sauce on spaghetti. I put MCs out of business like a crazy Yeti. Where's Gavin at? I know Gavin is not next to him. Gavin would not allow him to do shit like this. Where is he at? Please. Please.
It's still pretty good.
Oh my God.
Robert's Infinite Realm says, I try to not shit on classified, but then I get a figure and they're asking for it.
Easy slam dunk, right? Bro, do you know how many and I just don't want to be known as that guy, but there's so many times that I get a classified figure in, the leg just snaps off, at a point people are gonna be like, oh, he's staging this, he's doing this for views, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. I laugh at it and I don't even make a video because I don't want to be that guy that just makes negative videos about a shitty product. And it's just like, but there's so many easy slam dunks that we can do that we just let it go.
But you know, as we've been kind of talking about tonight, and you know, that's how we're making a cake, right? We're putting layers into it. We all touched on and saw that video that was really clickbait, talking about like 800-900 classified figures and not a single issue. And
whoa, what the
really?
Not a single issue. That's crazy.
Aside from 800-900 bent weapons, or many of the other things. Whatever. Very quickly, I have to give a huge shout out to Jason Evangelista, gifted 5 channel memberships. Thank you so much, Jason. That stuff means the world, man. It's truly
helps.
Awesome.
It helps, man.
James Lucas sends a $5 super chat. Thank you, James, and says, "Hey guys, 2 of the best guys on YouTube. What's something coming out you're each excited for?"
You go first. Mm-hmm.
I can't pass. I gotta go first.
You got to go first.
Shit. Okay. As weak as this is gonna sound, I am not a collector consumer of 99.9% of modern stuff. So that question, the only thing I can answer it with is, well, I guess one of two things. I did order the Ninja Turtles Technodrome off Amazon because it was not expensive, and I'm going to customize the shit out of that thing. But I'm not like super jazzed about it. I was like, oh, it's on discount. I'll just grab it. The Transformer Joe collaborative, whatever the crossovers. Cup Triple T. I ordered 2 of those, and that's mainly because I got ran through the ringer when I talked about it before anybody else was really talking about it, and people told me that was a lie and clickbait. So I'm excited for that, I guess. I'm not really excited for it. It just kind of is what it is. You coming back or what? I'm going to move on and come back. Matt Rubin sends a $5 super chat. It says, Hiya Toys needs to stop announcing new toys and start releasing the toys they've already announced. I know. But again, that's the whole thing with the Asian markets and Asian distribution and blah, 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 blah. It's a total shit show. But I agree with you, Matt. They're pretty much, they're the Asian fresh monkey fiction. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Okay, backing up since you've returned. What's your answer?
I was trying to think the whole time you were talking. I had to go blow my nose real fast because of my allergies.
Yep.
I don't want to say nothing that's not really worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to say something that's good. That I'm actually really looking forward to.
Yeah. I totally had to cop out with that Cup Triple T. I had to.
I'm gonna go
the only
with
thing that I've pre-ordered lately.
Yeah. I don't know, man. If we're gonna talk about, let's say, domestic stuff that's not so pricey, the Jada Toy Cyberpunk stuff, I'm really looking forward to that, man. Really, really. And then I think if we're gonna talk about something a little bit more pricey, on 5K they have this Ghost Rider with a horse. Oh. The horse lights up. It has flames on it and everything. I'm pretty excited for that. The horse has no articulation. It's just like basically a standing piece. But
diorama. It's basically a diorama.
Yeah, I definitely say that. We have the wolves from Loose Collector. I saw someone in the chat bring that up. Yeah, I'm excited. There's a few things, man, but all right, what's a higher priced item that you would say you wouldn't mind paying that higher price for if it was to be made now? So not on pre-order. This could be something not even announced, totally made up. What's something that you would dip into your pockets for to get now?
This dog. Okay. I'll bite. So Mattel has been, look who just showed her face.
Gotta come back for her.
Mattel, they redid Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain and Eternia and yada. Okay, so let's just say if for giggles, Hasbro said, we're going to redo the Defiant. Because the original Defiant, it buckles under its own weight.
Okay.
So the tracks and all that stuff, they bow out, and you have to have it on like a massive sheet of plywood with wedges under it. The longevity of the Defiant is not fantastic whatsoever. If they said they were going to come out with a new Defiant, I would be tempted. I would be tempted to buy it. And I don't care if it's updated or the same or whatever, because I love my Defiant. I got it from Scuba Pete. I love looking at it because every time I look at it, I think of Scuba Pete, Jeff Barker, the way they carried it out to me like a cake. But they're too heavy. So I think a redesigned, Defiant, I'd probably get behind that. Or if you want to get real freaking crazy, they were gonna do a USS Flag for Resolute. If you've ever seen G.I. Joe Resolute, it has the two launch bays off the front, that kind of stick out, and that more rounded conning tower. I would buy a G.I. Joe Resolute USS Flag in a freaking heartbeat. That I would buy because it's a flag. Those are my answers.
I like those. I like those a lot.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
Because I would also be interested in that too. So I thought you were gonna say something that I would pass on, but I wouldn't pass on that. I would have to say for me it would be, people are gonna laugh, but I would love a 1/12 scale, either Godzilla or King Kong. Now, actual size accurate would be ridiculous, right? But we're gonna downsize it just so that it works. Yeah. Right, yeah. We're gonna downsize it so that it works with 6-inch action figures, and to have an articulated version of like King Kong or something like that at a similar scale. I mean, let's say even if he's not full size, we can make him like Mighty Joe Young size. That still works. I would be super excited for that.
All right, so ballpark, what would be the height on that Godzilla? 3 feet?
What's the height on Galactus? Is he like... Oh, this is where we need Ryan or one of the Marvel guys.
This is where I need a freaking cricket soundbite because I don't collect that shit. I don't know.
So I would
Somebody in
say...
the chat will throw it in there.
You know what?
I want to say he was like 30 inches.
3 feet would have to be the minimum. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to do Fin Fang Foom eventually.
I agree.
But how big is he going to be? I don't know. He should be bigger than Galactus and the Sentinel.
Maybe they'll do that bullshit like they did with the Cantina, and they'll do tiers. They'll do like Fin Fang Foom. And
that's that bullshit. That's that bullshit.
You get the next tier in like, I don't know,
Oh,
you get
man.
feet or something. I don't know.
See, look, if I had a Chad doll, man, and you pull the string on the back, that's all I want him to say. That's that bullshit.
So I know it originally comes from a movie, but I had an NCO leader in the Army, and that was like his go-to thing to say.
Really?
I've known him since he pinned E6. He's now the command sergeant major of the battalion that I retired from. He just say anything to him. Like, hey, sergeant major, blah, blah, blah. And they didn't have cutlery with chow in the field. He'd be like, that's that bullshit. So I kind of adopted that as my way of honoring but mocking him at the same time. That's that bullshit. CubeTube, our good friend Quentin J. Bedwell says, great show. Action Farce #1 and Action Farce 1.5 are releasing on 3POA Facebook page tonight. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Quentin. And
I gotta hit that guy up for some logo work, man, because his shit is too good. His shit is way too good, man.
I did. I'll be honest. I made one with the flag in my face. I was like, can you just like, I want this, but I want like an updated cartoon like Quentin version of that. That exact thing, but just make it Quentin J. Bedwell. So. Cube, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. And everybody who's hanging out, after you hit the fucking like button, please go over to the 3POA Facebook page and check out Quentin's awesome work on Action Farce 1 and 1.5. We get down to business. We do.
Can you bring up Mrs. Mython's comments?
I can try.
It's right at the bottom, basically. Just scroll up a tiny bit.
Oh, okay. There's a lot. There's a lot of like Earth, whatever chats.
Yeah. I love that the chat was doing that. They started. I saw them bring up Ken. Like they're bringing up so many alternate versions of Earth.
This one.
Yeah. Ninja, you are giving Mython ideas. I just know already if he comes home with a damn 5-foot Godzilla one day, I'm blaming you. Yeah, man. Now there was one that what Mattel released or Spin Master or something that was like 3 or 4 feet. It really didn't have articulation like that, but it was from one of the most recent Godzilla movies. But the thing was huge. It was like the size of a toddler basically, but it didn't have articulation. But it still looked really nice. It made me dream.
One of those staction figures.
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
more statue, a little less action.
Right.
Impossible Pie says there's still only one unlock for the Rattler. Well, he brought it up. What's your did you back that thing? Are you interested?
No.
Do you have thoughts?
It looks no. It looks really nice. It does. But I say it all the time. It sounds inappropriate. But my brother Glenn, I know he's gonna get at least one, and I tell him all the time, "Hey, I'll just play with yours." I go over to your house to play with yours.
Yeah, I mean,
I know how it sounds, man, but it's like it does look beautiful. But at the same time, if I don't get it as a gift, if the girls don't pick it up for me, if I don't get one for my brother, I can't see myself feeding the beast. So I opt out unless it's something completely like that I can't say no to.
Yeah.
But I just find that unlikely to happen. But it looks nice. I think it looks nice. I just hate the $1 billion company having to crowdfund anything. It's fucking stupid.
No, and I totally agree. It's that whole weird thing with G.I. Joe. You know, when the people in G.I. Joe fandom, notice I didn't say community, they seem to think that Joe is like the biggest, baddest be-all, end-all.
Right.
It's not. It's really not. When you look at the hashtag G.I. Joe, there's only like 24,000. There's not much at all. I love Joe. I've always loved Joe. I'll always love Joe. But Joe fans, Joe collectors, especially the new ones, it's very much you're drinking seawater because you're stranded at sea and there's nothing else around. That's kind of the way I see it.
Yeah, I think that they think,
much, and they'll take anything.
I think that they think that they're bigger than what they actually are,
Absolutely.
and we see that all the time.
That's it. You know, validation, belonging, all that stuff. I get it. I'm not cracking on that. But people are like, "Oh yeah, G.I. Joe," and I'm like, "Look, Joe shaped my whole life. I say it all the time. I love to talk about it, but we're a very small part of collecting fandom. Very, very
Facts.
small. And I understand classifieds like the new hotness, but I just see it, and there's like no passion to it. It's just like let's just make that because they'll buy it and we'll make money. Let's just make that. Like, make something new.
Yeah,
Like, I would be all for it if they're like, yeah, we're gonna come out with this new classified HasLab, and it's gonna be like Sky Striker version 2, and it's an F-35, and it's got the vertical takeoff fan, and it drops down the engine, and the nozzle rotates down to the back, and it does all this rad shit. And I'd be like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But no, Cobra flight pod, and here's a claw, and they're gonna come out with a fang, and blah 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 blah. Like, I've had all this shit since 1982. It doesn't wow me.
it's just a different size.
It's just me.
It's just a different size.
Yeah,
I love when they do different types of designs, and not Top Goon. I seen him in the chat, but he posted a picture recently of like the classified guns, and then the exact perfect Nerf gun that it's based off of. I don't know if he created the picture, but I seen he posted it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was awesome. But I remember with Wave 1, everybody complaining, oh, they look too futuristic. I'm cool with it. I'm okay with it. It's better than just getting it at a different size.
At least they were trying to do something.
Right.
You know, and then they recoiled, they backpedaled because we can't have people complaining. But then when people complain about sentinels with shitty ratchets and bad knees and they fall over, it's radio silent. So I don't know. It's all kind of weird. I'm gonna drive on while you're doing your thing. Masterson 42, member for 3 months. Again, thank you, my friend, for being a channel member. Says Earth Earth 47 Chad joined the Air Force. His life is so much better. He understands how to be truly happy.
Look, that was clever. Look, so I'll blow my nose when my eyes will stop watering, and then we'll get a comment then like this, and it just brings everything back.
That's that's a perfect one right there. Thank you so much for using your ad chat and making us laugh. Yeah,
you got it. You got to have a montage of like all the best comments. That makes it in the top 20 for sure.
I will.
That was good. That was good.
I'll work on gathering all those Crisis on Infinite Chad comments. Thank you, Masterson, very much. Daredevil Dave, good to see you. Sends a $2 super chat and says, for discount, punch and pie. I like pie. Do you like pie?
Yes.
Okay. What's your go-to pie? You say like fucking cherry or something, right?
Nah, apple. I like apple pie, but then here's the thing. Look, I'm gonna be honest. So I like apple pie, but I like the crust, and I don't like the apples in the pie. So the missus she'll scrape out the apples just so I'm basically eating the crust with like the filling and stuff like that.
Apple flavored crust.
Yes. Yes.
No, I get you. The crust is always my favorite part of any pie. Mine would be key lime pie, and legitimate key lime pie where you have like several inches of meringue on the top.
See,
of
you
it.
got to get all bougie, and you couldn't just be regular.
Key lime pie.
Not that. Oh, it's not that
You gotta
bullshit.
have that
Okay.
massive of meringue on the top of it. That's a technical. Thank you, Daredevil Dave. Thank you for the super chat. Good to see you. Alan Cantu, member for 1 month. Again, thank you for renewing your channel membership. Says, in my words, any of the 3-0 deluxe stuff faux show. Yeah.
It's kind of out of reach, but yeah, the detail on that stuff is crazy, man.
Yeah. They did the Joe stuff, right? 3-0? Wasn't that 3-0? Who did the Joe stuff?
I'm sure they did too.
I have the Destro in my game room. Yeah, confession of the day. I got that Destro. It was sent to me, and I was like, "Rad!" And I just put the box up on a shelf. I didn't even open it. It's on a shelf. Whatever. I'm sorry. Thank you, Alan. Very much appreciated. And James Lucas, another $5. For some Benadryl for Ninja.
I appreciate it, guys. This is nothing. I mean, it was so bad at DFW. And I brought up the story before. It's like we got off of the plane and my nose just started bleeding. This is nothing. This is easy to deal with compared to that, man. I didn't know that was one of the worst states for allergies.
Allergies are such a weird thing.
They are.
My mother, right? As much as and I do the thing. As much as I love my mother, she's an East Coast lady. She developed an allergy to grass. I'm like, you're screwed, Mom. How does that happen? She's allergic to dogs, but not certain dogs. But she's allergic to my dogs. She's allergic to my cats. Blah 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 blah. It'd be like that sometimes. Thank you, James Lucas. I will forward the $5 and the Benadryl off to our friend here, Hal Jordan. Speak of the devil. Earth 5781 Chad is Viper Island.
I like that. I like that
one too. And then I snatched this one too. Earth 5 Chad collects 112 scale.
Why got to be Earth 5? Let's hope it's a closer Earth. Like let's hope it's 2 or 3. Let's hope it's not all the way at 5. The 2 or 3, he's a cooler guy. He kept the name articulated. So of course he does 112 scale.
Yeah. Whatever Chad kept articulated collects 112 scale. I would say Earth 2 Chad collects original 60s 1/6 scale, movable fighting man GI Joe.
Did you ever reveal publicly why you wanted to abandon me and change your name?
Yeah, I did, because I hate you. Yeah. No, I've talked about it. I have. And you and I discussed it candidly. But
It's still bullshit. But yeah, I get it. Yeah.
no, that's not that bullshit. That's not that bullshit. I didn't know that there were so many articulateds. I really didn't. And you saw it as like, we were like a crew, we were like a family, and I saw it as like, oh man.
No. I only saw it like that because it was you. I don't see it like that in general. Like you said, there's tons of people with the name articulated. I'm sure a lot of them are assholes. I don't want to be associated with them. Yeah. But because it was you, I was like, oh, another level-headed, logical YouTuber. This is cool. And he just said, hey, fuck you, and just left. Okay. All right.
Fuck you, Ninja.
And I like Patrick Stewart from Articulated Points. I just don't like when Patrick Stewart's on the full force. But I like Patrick Stewart. Nice guy. We all got our cross to bear. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then again, I may not care for what Chris and the full force does, but you know what I won't do? Go to his videos and talk shit.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people. I was watching Shark for a while, but I'm sure a lot of people, they have their preferences on who they like or don't. It's just like, watch what you like, buy what you like. Like, why attack someone or talk shit about them, or I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I never understood that, to the point where I decided I was going to make that turning insults into inspirational quotes video.
Yeah.
Without even trying. Okay, so that video had 30. It had 30 quotes in it because I went and grabbed 30 images without even trying, just gleaning here and there. I have over 90 of those ridiculous comments, typos and all.
So are you telling people there's going to be a long-term series?
People liked it. I don't know.
Yeah, it should be a long-term series for sure.
It was that stupid ass hat. That's what it was.
Right.
Jeff W, awesome guy. We all got to hang out at DFW.
Yes.
Member for 4 months. Thank you again, Jeff, for your channel membership. Says, hey Ninja, Chad, what's good, brother? Better late than never. Love you guys. 2 of the best chat dude bros on the planet. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff, man. He was definitely one of the more genuine people at the show.
And his Hank Hill impression is perfect.
I didn't get to hear it, man, but just like everybody says Mikey does an amazing Trump, I didn't get to hear that shit either.
You haven't heard Mike's Trump?
No.
Oh,
but yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to get them next time. I'll get Mikey and Jeff next time.
Yeah. Mikey's Trump, Jeff W's Hank Hill. Jeff does another one too that's just as spot on. And I do a pretty mean Jar Jar Binks. Not to toot my own horn.
Okay. All right.
I can't do it physically because I have to my face.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Jeff. And then the Thor 2941 for $2. Thank you very much. Says, if you're sick, use Vicks.
I wish allergies was as easy as being sick. You just take some medicine, it goes away, it doesn't come back at all, and allergies don't work that way. But yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Or, as Chris Rock would say, you got to get Motussin. Got to get that tussin. I don't really have allergies. Twice a year, like spring and fall, I'll get a little schmutzy, but that's about it. What I do have, and I know we're not here to discuss our ailments or anything.
Right.
Cathartic. Well,
you said what I do have.
I have chronic sinusitis from all the burn pit exposure in the Middle East. I do have that.
I heard you mention that before. Yeah.
That is
doesn't sound fun.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound fun.
It's terrible. Master Son 42 with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, sir. I haven't given you a salute in a minute. Also, Earth 616 is our Earth, so the closer to 616, the closer that Chad is.
Okay. Yeah, 616 is the prime Marvel universe, right?
Yes.
The universe we're used to. Okay. We made it simple for everybody in the chat and was just like, we're Earth 1. So anything closer to Earth 1 is pretty similar.
Yeah. We're going DC, not Marvel. Right. Earth 1, 2, 3.
Right. See, I didn't even think of. I should have, man.
Thomas Wayne is Batman. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really he's just keeping track. Well, that's cool, my friend. What else you got going on? You getting good pickups lately?
No, I have not found anything lately in stores, or it's been kind of dry in my area. I got a nice Marvel Legends actually waiting for me. I got to pick it up from Yojo Jerk. The Ghost Rider with the bike and everything. It just looks so nice. I'm sure it's gonna be a good figure.
Jerk's a rad dude.
Yeah. Definitely a chill guy.
Next Wednesday, I'm gonna have Toy Gains on.
Really? Conversations with him could get pretty risky. Oh man, he's
I'm all for it.
he doesn't hold nothing back, man, and I like that. He just
Good, yeah.
he speaks his mind. I'll be tuning in to see. But in person, their whole crew, man, their whole Gaines, Jerk, Disavowed, Legend series, their whole crew is awesome, man.
Oh yeah,
I love that whole crew. Like I feel like they complement and work with each other really, really well.
yeah, and they're like you were saying. I mean, they're real guys. Like
Right. They actually hold each other accountable. Yeah. Right. They hold each other accountable when somebody says it does some bullshit. Like and that's the thing. I feel like that prevents things from getting bigger as well. When you have a brother or a friend or whatever that holds you, it kind of looks silly if anybody else tries to make it even bigger than that. Because it's like, dude, you know how silly it looked to try to make a big deal out of Pandora's foot breaking when that was everywhere. That was common knowledge, well known. I'm not saying he should have known. I'm saying a quick 2-minute search would have easily revealed that was a thing.
Starts off kind of like an episode of Punk'd. You know what I mean? You're like waiting for like, gotcha. But it never came. It never happened.
The I don't want to say the lack of self-awareness, but I feel like people having misjudged confidence in certain areas is a really big thing in 2024. I mean, for that female to get on stage and call herself a breakdancer and do bunny hops, the lack of self-awareness and strange confidence, and it's like, so she had to show her routine to somebody. Come on, whether it was the guy she was fucking, her little brother, I don't care who it was, who watched that routine and said, great job, go kill him. There's no way. It doesn't matter how much I love you, you're not gonna embarrass me like that. There's no way I'm gonna watch a routine like that, or someone that is that, I guess, unaware of how they look or how they sound, and then put them on a world stage for them to embarrass themselves. That's so sad. That is so sad.
And I don't know about the break dancers because that in the Olympics. I'm not going to get into that argument. But
Look, but good break
Olympians
dancers
have trainers, right?
But look, good break dancers to me, I think, hey, they could be in the Olympics. Some of those moves are ridiculous.
Sure.
Like some of that is really hard. It's really taxing on the body. There's a lot of times they get into these poses and my ACL hurts. Like just looking at the pose, I'm like, oh no, I just felt a tear. No, bro. So the fact that they took it out of the Olympics after her horrible ass performance and we're holding her accountable to her horrible ass performance only goes to show that accountability is like a dying thing. Yeah. And there was some woman that, I don't know if she represented something in Australia, but she was saying it's really wrong how people are making fun of her and we're supposed to encourage people to give it a go. The Olympics is not where you give it a go. Like that's not the place to give it a go. That's supposed to be the best of the best.
And that's kind of my thing with breakdancing in the Olympics. Growing up in the 80s, seeing all the, breaking just took off and break into electric boogaloo, all that shit. The movies aside, right? It was always like, yes, it's a form of dance, but it's also a form of self-expression.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't necessarily equate that to Olympian. And then I saw that and I was like, what the shit?
It was bad, man.
That's bullshit. son.
Rachel said you didn't like Lady J's dance routine. So many good comments, man. It's just I'm using her as a good representation of how people can be consumed in their own mind. They don't even realize how they actually look to the rest of the world. They don't think about how they sound to the rest of the world. This shit is crazy. I mean, I would have probably taken gold for the interpretive.
Yeah, interpretive dance, yeah, for sure. FW Earth 69 Chad is 6'9" and has a mullet that rivals the Golden Fleece. I could see that. I need to be a little faster on the keys because as soon as I read Earth 69 Chad, I should have hit this.
That's what she said.
Right.
Should have hit that. It's hard to be a one-man band, you know what I mean? Frostbite G.I. Joe Repro says her problem was that she took her PhD to a place where she thought it was a great routine. Yeah. How do you get a PhD in breakdancing? I don't. It's like having a degree in liberal arts or something. That's just jacked up. Destro's Desk sends a $5 super chat. Good to see you, man. Says, hey, dude, bros. The conversation earlier hit home. I'm done with having the latest and greatest figure. I don't need it. It causes anxiety. Yeah. You know, that brings up a good point. Everybody loves a good toy hunt, right? Where you go into whatever, you know, the big box brick and mortar, or you go into a mom and pop toy store and you find that thing and you're like, yes, man, look at this. Like, this is a deal, or I was hoping to find this. Like those fucking Voltron lions at Target. You couldn't find all 5 of them, but thanks to Hella Dope, I got all 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
When there's no hunt, like I get the same way. Like there's no joy if there's no hunt, and I don't really see a hunt anymore. It's like a wing and a prayer at best. But I don't know. That's where I'm at.
No, I agree. I don't. The ladies enjoy hunting even more than I do. I don't necessarily need to hunt. Sometimes I just like my food made. But
Yeah.
Regardless, is just like I said, just having to have the new thing just to have it. When I know a lot of people that they'll get the new thing in, and then they just leave it on the side. I've been guilty of that before. They get the new thing in, they leave it on the side, and that little stack turns into a big stack, turns into a big pile.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so what did you rush to get it for?
Yeah.
Was it
And then
worth
it's
it?
like the corner that no one speaks about.
Right.
That's kind of what I got going on right now. It's like I look over there because I'm looking over there right now, and I'm like,
Yeah, you look guilty. Whenever you look to that side, you look kind of guilty.
that's a big pile of shit. You know?
Right.
And I get guilty of it at times where I buy stuff, I get packages in the mail, people send me stuff and put it to the side, put it to the side, put it to the side. And then somebody's like, oh, hey, I sent you this thing. And I'm like, well, now I got to go find it.
Right. Right.
You know, yeah. Buying the stuff just to have the stuff. We all got our own ways, you know.
Yeah.
I like to put my hands on it. That's what she said. Masterson42 gifted 5 channel memberships. Thank you so much, Masterson. And I will give you one more crisp salute. I really, truly appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to keep those channel memberships a rocking, but trying to recover my subs. that went away. I don't, you know, it's a weird thing. Do I care about sub count? No. Do I look at my algorithms and my metrics and stuff? No. I know most of my audience age and obviously United States, but other than that, I make what I want to make. But to have those subs and then YouTube did something,
Yeah.
that kind of irritated me. Made me look a little dumb. Oh, Star-Lord says that's my classified corner. I don't have one of those. I really don't. I think I have one in the back, but because this is a false wall. I think I have one in the back.
Look,
somewhere.
look. Is there any classified figures? Of course, you're not gonna go out your way to get them. You don't care. But is there any classified figures that you said, that looks nice. If it just fell into my lap, I would enjoy taking a look at that.
The Battle Android Trooper, I really like. I
The
do
first
like
one,
that.
the black and yellow one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the OG Battle Android Trooper. I really like it. It's one of the few that I have open, posed, and displayed in my game room.
No, one that you don't have.
Oh, one that I don't
Yeah,
have?
name one that you don't have that you always see from a distance, and you're like, hey, if that fell in my lap, I would actually want to check that out. It looks cool. Come on, man, just one, just one.
My biggest hang up with classified, aside from all the low-hanging fruit stuff that people will just pick, right?
Mhm.
I don't like the articulation. And I'm looking at this on my other screen, right? Because I see Grunt.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna make Grunt an army builder, don't put his freaking name tape on his body armor. Save the 5 cents in the tampo because you gave him a fucking steel core helmet. Like, you get a steel core helmet, everybody's steel core now. Anyway, I don't like the articulation. I feel it takes away from the art of the figure. Not every figure needs those weird ass joints. Like, they can't do joints right. I know that action figure technology is still evolving, and I'm all for that.
Mhm.
Thigh swivel, sure. Toe articulation, these freaking figures have toe articulation. Why does a 4-inch figure need toe articulation? Doesn't need it. But all the stuff that they put on these figures, an arm bends like this. When you bend these 6-inch figures into this kind of a pose, it looks like this. I think they look like shit. The hinge pins are like eye cancer. And classified reuses bucks all the time, so you'll get a new figure that has pins. That I immediately I just zero in on those pins and I'm like, what is this shit? Right
You want to press them?
I don't like the pins. I don't like when you completely articulate the joint. I don't like that weird right angle that it makes. I think it's just ugly.
Look,
I
Robert.
think they're ugly. I think they're ugly toys.
Robert said he hates all Steel Corps helmets. Just saying. I like the steel. Wasn't it a Steel Corps helmet that came with the Vamp figure?
Yeah, with the shark's teeth.
Yeah. I thought that one was okay. And I even liked the way it fit the figure because I'm pretty sure. No, it wasn't Grunt. It was who was like the baby blue, and they were like midget figures. Like they were super undersized, super underscaled, but it was the male and the female, and they had like the bluish color to them.
Those are Steel Core.
Right, but it was like their double pack, right?
Yeah, 2-pack. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they were kind of tiny. I hated those helmets because how tiny they were. But I did like the helmet that came with the Vamp. I just remember Chad's Zen video. Yeah, guys, all I did was ask him if one fell in his lap, and he went off. He's not interested.
Well, the thing is, the inherent problem with that for me, aside from the fact that I think the articulation takes away from the art, from the sculpt, from the beauty of an action figure, and I can't stand to look at them. I have every character except for Wolf Spider and the Mole Rat, which I think are fucking low rent efforts anyway. I have every character and every figure that they're going to make already. So if one of them fell in my lap at a larger scale with articulation that I can't stand to look at, I don't want it.
I got a quick request to the chat. So-called It's Chad Everyone go buy classified figures. That's what I'm saying. I just wanted to know if he wanted one or was Mr. One. We're about to give him the greatest classified collection out there. Look,
Why do I sound like Toddy
Chad
Mac?
sound like Todd McFarlane, right? Talking about the cuts and the articulation. Look,
Look, I didn't even
Chad?
talk about that freaking that.
stop.
African
Don't
shit.
do it. Look, Chad, he cheats on me a lot with a lot of these other toy tubers, right? But when I am on his podcast, can we all just address him as articulated Chad? Because when I'm around, that's all he's always going to be. He's never going to live the name down. I want to make him regret even changing the shit. So we might as well just address him as articulated Chad when it's an articulated podcast. Because that's basically what it is. Let's pretend he didn't just abandon us. And, he kept his name. He stayed true to his guns. He stayed true to his origin. So
Yeah, I almost titled this articulated chat.
you should have. You should have.
Look at that articulated Chad in the building. HCC says I refer to Chad as Chaddington.
That one's nice too. I like that one.
All right, so here we go. Right, House Hendo. I have 3 ollies near my place. Bet.
Yeah, they got you. They're
42,
gonna hook
I
you
will
up.
Be at Ross tomorrow. People be like, "Hey man, I need your address." No. Comrade Bobcat, Chad, you can take mine. I don't need them anymore. I just, it's not my bag. That's it.
But maybe we could make it your bag.
No, there's no way. The two
You know-
figures that were my litmus test, Lowlight and Serpentor, and neither one of them. Because
Look,
Lowlight's my
you're
dude.
the guy, and I appreciate this guy because I'm that guy too. You're the guy that does not succumb to peer pressure.
Never. But I've I always grew up comfortable in my own skin.
Me too. Yeah.
And I never felt that I had to get in where I fit in or try to fit in or act a certain way around this group and then this way around that group. All my soldiers knew that I was a freaking G.I. Joe fanatic. I never hid that. And if anybody would come in my office, I'd be like, why do you got all this toy shit? I'd be like, get the fuck out of my office.
So basically
wanna
you
get out.
you stayed true to your origins then.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why the fuck did you change your name?
Fuck out of here. Anyway.
Oh, you ain't shit. You ain't shit.
You ain't shit.
That's gonna be my line. You ain't shit.
I'm not shit. So, Just Jeff got me that 1/12 scale Rambo. And he said, should I replace the Rambo figure I got with Outback?
Nah, don't hide. Bring up Master Son's comment. Bring up Master Son's comment.
I'm going backwards. How dare you besmirch Big Wolf Spider-Man Parma? Hold on.
It's at the bottom. Master Son's most recent comment.
Fucking classified, Chad. Oh,
Classified
man.
chat.
Oh man. Look at everybody.
Yeah, that's what it is. All your day ones, they know the truth. They remember the real you. They remember.
And I appreciate that. I don't
Yeah.
I don't ever take away from them. Hold on. Luke Carrasco stopping in quickly to say, hey, heading to Terrificon early in the morning. I'll be replay squad on the flight. Awesome, dude. Have a great
Awesome.
flight. Enjoy Terrificon.
Facts.
Tell Ryan and Bobby we miss them. Yeah. Okay. Man, there's so much stuff. Not this one.
Yeah. That one, yeah. You set yourself up for failure with that one.
Yeah, but that's what I like to surround myself with.
Right.
Honest, real people, and we just have fun and laugh.
I thought it was so accurate when you were talking in the podcast and you were like, yeah, I went behind the Valiverse booth and he said, get the fuck out of my booth with this shirt on. And this is what it is. But there's so many sensitive people nowadays. We have so many sensitive shooters out there that just like, oh my God, did you hear this? Did you hear how he worded this? How he said that? What about the intention? Like, intention matters. Like, how was it? Was this really an insult? Was it really that serious? Come on, man.
But that's kind of the thing. All of us, we're all friends in real life. Like we've all hung out and interacted, and we bust each other's chops and all that stuff, and that's part of our relationship dynamics. I know Bobby. I'm wearing a Super 7 shirt. I don't care that it's a Super 7 shirt. I care that it has that rad original Cobra the Enemy logo.
Nah, you were trying to fuck with him.
No, I wasn't. But he knew that when he said that to me, I was going to be like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he knew that was going to be a response. What a lot of people didn't see, if Ryan's still in the chat, if he hasn't started like hate.
He's on a flight. No, he's on a flight already.
He's not on a flight till midnight. he doesn't pack till last minute. So the ma'am and I are doing our thing, and we walk up, and it's like Saturday afternoon, and we walk up to the Valverse table, and she straight up leans over like this at him and goes, "Where's my dinner?" And they had like a 3-minute back and forth. My dumbass thought I recorded it. I didn't hit record yet.
Wow. So were you literally had your phone out and everything?
Oh yeah.
What a fail. What a fail. Oh my God.
This.
Oh my God. What a fail, man.
I missed it. Yep. Yep. That's because I'm not articulated anymore. I don't have
Somebody brought up. I think it was Mikey. Mikey said, I remember Chad long before he was articulated. He was a jointless figurine.
I call Chad the Cobra Chad Mander. Yeah,
I like Chad Mander. That's cool.
I like never go full classified. How about that? Chad is living proof. We lose articulation with it. Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Chad totally went full classified. I'm gonna go back through this in a few days, and I'm gonna pull all of these awesome Earth Chad whatever.
That's I think that's one of the biggest things that I love about our side of the toy space is that we all talk shit with each other. We all bust each other's chops, like you said. But I mean, even the comments, like, but ultimately everybody does. We do care and support each other all the way, man. And I love it so much. I love that I get made fun of during my lives, and they come at me hard and all this shit. Like, I love it so much, man, because ultimately everybody's having a good time, and if you can't laugh at yourself, man, I don't think you should ever turn the camera on. Like, don't ever turn the camera on at all.
I absolutely agree. Yeah, you got to have a thick skin. You have to have a sense of humor. Yeah, and it's the chats, as I'm gesturing over toward the chat. It's the chats that make this stuff fun. It's not.
Oh yeah, no, I would never.
Turning on a camera and being like,
I can't. I see some channels. Not in the. I'm not throwing indirects in the toy space at all. But I see other channels in other spaces, where they go live, and there's like no chat, and they don't interact with the chat at all. They're just going live to go live. Hell no, I can never do it. I'm literally only going live to interact and talk with our people. I'm not interested in going live for any other reason. I don't even, like you said, we don't even like the way we sound. So there's no reason. Absolutely not. No.
100%.
We're here to have a good time with everybody else. That's what we're here for.
There's a few channels. I won't dime them out, but anyone who's watched them knows. If you're not part of the in or you don't send a super chat, they will not read your shit. And I don't mean, you know what I mean? Like, there are
guys, he's not talking about laser pants. He's not.
No, but there are some channels like you will put a comment in the chat that is directly related to adding to the conversation that is currently taking place. Never.
Nah, you better super chat $50 or more.
And I don't mean the ones that are like flying. When Bobby and I did that stream last Wednesday.
Nah, man. Your moderators, like I said, they were trying to do a great job. That shit was moving so fast. It was too much. It was too much. It was way too much, man.
I didn't say that. Yeah. I had to spend like 45 minutes when we were technically done with the stream just to read the super chats, and then I blew right over Ryan, and I hate doing that. So yeah,
You hate blowing over Ryan? Come on, son. Oh man.
Paul, Ninja, take this from an actor who does a lot of voice work. There is a unique quality to your voice that could be very marketable.
I always thought about that. I always considered it. I gotta hit me up on Instagram. Maybe I should get in talks with you. I'll give you a finder's fee. I'll give you a percentage or a cut of whatever I can actually book. But I would definitely be interested. I would definitely be interested in that. That's so cool that's what you do. That's awesome.
That's really rad. And I have to completely agree with Greg here. Says YouTube needs to have a class of moderator that can star chats for the stream runner.
Yeah.
I mean, they can pull them up, but yeah, they should definitely be able to star them. Earth 2020, a goat uses a video of Chad screaming on his farming YouTube channel. I like that. What else you got? Oh, I had one last question for you before we go.
Let's hear this.
What's your feelings or thoughts on build a wave, build a figure, build a Battle Force 2000 base? What's your thoughts on that? The whole build a figure thing.
I just
wanted to know.
I think the concept is cool. I like the concept of build a figure waves or build anything. That's what we'll say. Build a anything. I like the concept of build anything. Dang, Chad is caught up with the chats in real time. Yeah, man. Because when I'm around, he gets articulated. He gets some of his limbs back. You know.
It's because you made me skip a whole bunch of shit. That's why.
I like them, man. I feel like as long as the price is right on the initial product, I think we're good. Yo, leave it to Suka. Suka sarcastic ass. Yeah, man, I like them. I think that as long as the price isn't too crazy on the original product, because then if the price is too high, then it just makes people feel like it's because of the Build-A-Figure piece.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What about? Not trying to. This isn't like a loaded question, but
wait.
You can't get all the figures in the Build-A-Figure.
No. I was just about to say that. I'm also saying that I do like Build-A-Figures when they're not highly desirable characters that deserve their own or should have their own releases.
Yeah.
If it's just some obscure or a repaint or something like that, I think that's awesome. That's great. But I hate when you're forced to buy 2 or 3 characters you don't want to build whatever.
Agreed. Yeah. Chad skipped 40 minutes of the chat for you, Ninja. That's
damn, Greg, my bad, man. Greg was looking forward to it. My bad, man. I'm sorry.
On Earth 67, Chad predicts the chat. Earth 23, Chad often enjoys playing golf.
Look,
As
you really
a nice side business as a local pro at
failing golf
golf
courses.
Failing golf course. Sorry. But he hires some local kids to turn the place around. What the fuck? Come on.
I like that you just said, what the fuck? Get out of here.
Bonaventura works at Starbucks. He should anyway. That guy sucks ass. Yeah. Cool. Let's see.
Why did you ask about Build-A-Figures? I want to know. Because
I was just curious what you thought about them.
You sure?
Yep,
Because you always got some inside knowledge, or you know.
So spoiler alert on my member stream after this, I'm gonna spill some tea. I'm gonna drop some knowledge. That's gonna happen. Robert Diaz sends a $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Robert. And says Earth 666 Chad and Emily run the Joe team for
No, look, I like that. I like that super chat, and that's accurate. But he was the host of Hasbro Pulse, not some other guy. It was Chad. Chad was the host of who did it on our Earth? I can't even remember his name right now.
Oh, the kid from Holes who called him Serpentor.
No, the YouTuber guy. The chat's gonna tell me.
Dan Larson.
Yeah, it's you instead of Dan Larson. It's you. I think you would do a great job at that, to be honest. Not this version of you though, because you can't say that's that bullshit no matter what they reveal. So
This show like fucking Snake Eyes version 46. I'd be like, that's that bullshit.
they cut the program right there.
Here's a mint chocolate chip green Snake Eyes. That's that bullshit,
Yeah,
Lenny.
you're cut, bro. You're getting sued.
Yeah, I would be. And Justin Booth, thank you for gifting one channel membership. I truly, truly appreciate it. And for any new channel members, come on over and hang out on the member stream.
Yeah, he said he's
9:30
spilling the tea over there. He's spilling
yeah.
the tea right after
Spill
this.
some tea. We're gonna hang out.
Yeah, because
First,
you guys learned.
Hmm?
No. I wasn't interrupting to say anything important. I was gonna say that they learned that when we go live together, it's your articulated Chad, and they learned that you hate blowing over laser pants. So we learned a lot of shit tonight, to be honest.
That's never gonna go away. Earth 213 Chad only collects Mike Honcho action figures. Earth 214 Chad is Mike Honcho. Yeah, there you go. Build a figure should always be available as a single figure direct to consumer the following year. That makes sense. That's
Yeah,
why it'll never
that's cool.
fucking happen.
I like it. That's why it never happened, because it makes sense.
That's that bullshit. Earth 222 Chad has a baking channel and a Mario mustache. I'll tell you what, I am so Italian. How Italian are you? I can sneeze and just this massive Mario mustache. It is gorgeous.
Oh, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, Ryan is going to be busy this weekend, right?
Uh-huh.
So he can't even run his podcast where he only like reads crazy expensive super chats. He can't even do that this weekend. So he can't do it. Maybe I'll go live Saturday since I don't have to worry. Are you going live Saturday or no? Okay. All right. Cool.
You can do it? You can do it?
I think I'm gonna go live Saturday on my channel because I try not to interfere with whatever the god Ryan is doing because nobody wants smoke with that guy. But maybe I could do it now. I could hijack his Saturday since he's gonna be busy being a slave.
He might. I don't know. Earth 28 Chad, everything is the same as Prime Earth, but Chad is left-handed. Lefties, man.
You don't like lefties?
No, I don't dislike lefties. It's just, they kind of got the raw deal. Like you got to get all this left-handed stuff. Like I would see all these left-handed firers in the army, and the ejection port. It's like ejecting the brass like right in their face, and I'm like, man, that must suck. Because that's just how it is. I'm gonna read this, and then we're gonna get on. Masterson 42 for $2. Thank you very much. Says Earth 48 Chad invites me on his show.
Come on, man.
All right. Earth 1 Chad's gonna watch. Miss you, dude. Yeah. Let's Crown Fox Productions. I'm left-handed. That's cool. Left-handed people are the only ones in their right minds. Chad hates southpaws. I don't hate southpaws. I
might be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I believe Crown Fox Production is Mrs. Legend series. I think that's his.
Yeah?
That's his missus. Yeah, I think so.
Awesome.
Might be wrong. Don't want to be too confident. I fuck up all the time.
I do. Suka says you're all weird on both-handed. Ambidextrous. That's cool.
Wow. Talk about showing off.
So not that it matters, right? But we train. It's all in how you articulate things. This is my primary firing hand. This is my non-primary firing hand, which means I can engage with my left hand, but it's not my primary.
So
That being
so
said, watching
you
lefties shoot.
wait a minute. So you hate blowing over laser pants, and you can engage with your left hand. Can you show us the motion again with your hand? You're just on a roll tonight. Go
It
ahead.
was, yes, that's all it was. It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing the skier over here.
You look like a shitty version of Donkey Kong. Yes.
Always.
I had a good time with Earth One Chat today, man. It's always amazing just sitting back and talking and laughing with you, man. This is why I like being around you in person.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I can't wait to the next time I get to see you in person.
Mm-hmm.
It was it was good to hang out. We need to do it again soon for sure. See, that's that bullshit.
Oh yeah, he's a master. He's a master, all right.
Earth 9 Chad has subpar days. Earth 1 Chat. Chat. You know what? The Earth 1 Chat are amazing people.
Yeah, I don't want to change them at all. I want them to stay the same.
Yeah, please. Don't you go changing. All right.
Right.
I want to get out of here, but Masterson 42, Earth 421 Chad does bike rants as he pedals around the neighborhood on his shin.
Bike rants.
I have a mountain bike. I can
Dude,
do that.
when you bring it back, all right, serious question. If we just chill with the chat for a second, when you gonna bring back the car rants again, man?
I just did one not that long ago.
Was not that long ago.
3 weeks ago.
That's long ago. That's a month ago, basically.
I only do a video a week.
Dude, I'm a part of your fans. We want them weekly.
No. It's right. Obviously, there's a lot of sarcasm in them, and some people always take them as like, wow, this guy's really like yelling about this. But
Right.
when I have something to rant about, I rant. Oh, Earth 10 Chad loves Batman 89.
Well, make sure whenever you do your next car chat, make sure you show off your beautiful Uber driver. Make sure you give her some. She don't got to talk, but just pan over to just to flex on people that you got an Uber driver. You know,
All right,
just
I
to
will.
flex, just a light flex.
Yeah. I'll do that. Justin Booth, thank you for the super chat. My man says, I saw Tony's video reviewing the Vanguard. It looks even better than the prototype, but damn, now I want it even more. Big Bad Toy Store, here I come. Yeah, thank you for the super chat, and 100% can't agree with you more.
I got to check it out. I got to check out his video.
Croticizing. Yeah, that's what I put it on there. I croticize too much.
You know, wait, pull up her chat again. Pull that up. Wherever it disappeared to. Her face, when I see that, I feel like she's saying that's that bullshit. With that side eye, that's a perfect face.
To Mython.
Right.
Yeah, I'm coming right now. All right.
Don't get in trouble, man.
No, I'm not in trouble. I'm going to have dinner with my wife.
Don't get
before
that
I do
ass
my
beat.
music.
Don't get that ass beat.
Oof, I will not get this nasty. Ninja, I love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.
Love you
tonight.
too, man. Thank you for having me. Chat, it's been amazing, man. We're going live Saturday at 9 p.m. on my channel. Anybody that's free, we'll take over Ryan's slot. But
Awesome.
Thank you for having me, man. It was definitely fun.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you. And again, I love you, man. Thank you for just being you. I appreciate
Love you too. Keep being you. Stay articulated for the rest of your life, man.
Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Again, on your way out, just make sure you're still subscribed because there's some tomfoolery happening. And if you're a channel member, come back for the member stream after I eat my dinner. And Ninja is going to sign us out.
Oh wait, Laser. How you doing a show Saturday? You're at a convention. Why are you lying?
I told you he might.
How is he doing a show Saturday at the convention? How? How, Sway?
He's fucking
No,
Ryan.
how, Sway? How? We'll see. He's probably he's probably just being a dick. I'm gonna hit him up. We'll see. But
Got skills.
I appreciate all you guys so much, man. Like I always say, he gotta go eat. But like I always say, man, life is short. Try to appreciate it more than you complain about it. Peace.
Oh, I loved it. Thank you so very much, everybody.
You're welcome, man.
Yeah, no, he did it. Yeah, we're leaving it at that. Bye.